Hi everyone, welcome to Vision for Education. Today we are going to discuss about permutation. Before watching this video, please watch Fundamentals of Computer and Processor in Computer. The link is provided in the description box. Now coming to our topic, today we are going to discuss about permutations. Actually, what is a permutation? Permutation is used in our day-to-day life. We come across many situations where a group of people may be arranged in a line or a row. Some guests are arranged in a form of circular around a round table for dining, and delegates for different countries may attend a roundtable conference to discuss some important issues. All these are based on permutation. Now, what is mean by permutation? Permutation means number of ways a group of things can be arranged. Now coming to the definition of permutation, the permutation definition determines the number of possible arrangements in a set when the order of arrangements matter. Here comes the formula P is equals to N comma K. Permutation of n different objects. Here how n different objects are arranged in a permutation. NPN. Here n objects are taken at a time to find the number of permutations. NPN is equals to n factorial, where n factorial is equals to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 up to so on 3, 2, 1. Here the number of permutations of n objects taken at r time were denoted by NPR. NPR is equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial, where n is equals to total number of elements in a set, r is equals to the number of selected elements arranged in a specific order. Now, what is a linear permutation and a circular permutation? Linear permutation represents a row arrangement. Circular permutation represents a circular arrangement. Coming to the definition, if the objects are arranged along a row, then the arrangement is called linear permutation. And if the objects are arranged around a circle, then the arrangement is called circular permutation. Now, before going deep into the permutation, we'll first know the factorials which are used in the permutation, where NPN is equals to n factorial. 1 factorial is equals to 1. 2 factorial is equals to 2. 3 factorial is equals to 3 into 2, that is 6. 4 factorial is equals to 4 into 3 into 2, that is 24. 5 factorial is equals to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, that is equal to 120. 6 factorial is equals to 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, that is equal to 720. 7 factorial is equals to 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, that is 5040. These are the main factorials which we are going to use in the problem. Most of the problems are based on these factorials. Now we'll see the problems of a permutation. What kind of questions can be asked regarding the permutations? They may be arrangement problems. They could be standing in a line or seated in a row problems. Formation of numbers using the given digits. Formation of words using the letters of a given word. Roundtable conference or seating in a form of circle. The last one, the rank of a word if the letters are arranged in a form of dictionary, or a rank of a number if the letters or numbers are arranged in ascending or descending order. These are the 6 types of problems that could be asked on the permutation. Here we are going to discuss some examples related to the permutation. The first example, in how many ways a 3 letters can be arranged. Let us consider A, B, C be the 3 letter words. I am providing 3 spaces for the 3 letters. They can be represented in 3 factorial ways. That is nothing but 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Let's see what are those 6 letters that can be formed using those 3 letters. The first one is A, B, C, A, C, B, B, C, A, B, A, C, C, A, B, and the last one is C, B, A. These are the 6 letters that can be formed using 3 letters. Coming to a second example, in how many ways a 4 letters can be arranged. Let us consider A, B, C, D be the 4 letters. I am providing 4 spaces for the 4 letters. They can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. That is equals to 4 into 3 into 2. That is equals to 24 ways. Up to so on. 3, 2, 1. Now we are going to discuss another example, in how many ways can 7 letters be arranged in 4 spaces. Here they are saying we need to arrange a 7 letters in a 4 spaces. Let us consider A, B, C, D, E, F and G be the 7 letters. Here I am providing 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 spaces. They are saying us to arrange these 7 letters in these 4 spaces. Here comes the formula. N PR is equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial. Here n means number of letters, that is 7. P. Here R means number of spaces they are saying us to arrange, that is 4. NP4 is equals to 7 factorial by 7 minus 4 factorial. That is equals to 7 factorial by 3 factorial. 7 factorial is equals to 5 0 4 0 by 3 factorial is equals to 6. If we cancel this, we get 840. The answer is 840. Coming to our next example, we are going to discuss in how many ways a word Monday can be arranged in 4 spaces. That is M O N D A Y. They are 6 letters. They are saying us to arrange these 6 letters in 4 spaces. Here I am providing 4 spaces. Coming to the formula, N PR is equals to N factorial by N minus R factorial. Here N is equals to number of letters 6. P R is equals to number of spaces 4. 6P4 is equals to 6 factorial by 6 minus 4 factorial. That is equals to 6 factorial by 6 factorial by 2 factorial. That is equals to 6 factorial is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 by 2. 2 cancel. We'll get the answer as 360. Now from here onwards, we are going to see how we are going to find N values and R values for the given problems. Coming to our first example, NP3 is equals to 1300. Then find N. Coming to our formula, N factorial is equals to N into N minus 1 into N minus 2 into N minus 3 into. Coming to our question, they gave us NP3 is equals to 1320. We are going to split this, that is 132 into 10 is nothing but 1020. Now 132 can be written as 12 into 11. Carry forward 10 as it is. This is equals to NP3. Here finding out the n value is very simple. What is the p value? That is 3. So we need to get 3 digits, that is like 12, 11 and 10. Here we can represent n with the highest value. N is equals to 12. Easy way to remember this is the base value. If the base value is 2, we are going to get 2 digits. If the base value is 3, we are going to get 3 digits. The base value is 4, we are going to get 4 digits. And the highest digit among all those is n value. Now coming to our next problem, n plus 1 p of 5 is equal to np6, that is equal to 2:7. Find n value. We are going to solve this. N is 1. P of 5 by NP6 is equals to 2/7. N plus 1 can be written as n factorial ways. N plus 1 into n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4 into n minus 5. Here p value is 5, so we are writing up to n minus 3, that is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3, and here p value is base 6. We are going to write till n minus 5, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into n minus 4 into n minus 5. Up n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 is cancelled by numerator and denominator. This is equals to 2/7. We are going to get n plus 1 by n into n minus 4 into n minus 5. That is equals to 2/7. We are going to do cross multiplication. That is 7n plus 7 equal to 2 into n square minus 9n plus 20 . Now we are going to simplify this. 7n plus 7 equal to 2n squared minus 18n plus 40 . Now we are going to get these left side elements to the right side. 2n square minus 18n plus 40 minus 7n minus 7. We are going to get 2n square minus 25n plus 33 equal to 0. We are equating this to 0. Now we are going to simplify 25n. 2n square minus 22n minus 3n plus 33 equal to 0. Now simplify this. 2n into n minus 11 minus 3 into n minus 11 equal to 0. Bring this 3 this side. 2n minus 3 equal to 0. N minus 11 equal to 0. Now simplify this. N equal to 3 by 2. N equal to 11. So here the n value is 11. For today, this is the last problem. Here they are asking us to find r value, and this is a given problem. 18p r minus 1 divided by 17p r minus 1 is equal to 9:7. Now we are going to simplify this sum. 18p r minus 1 by 17 PR minus 1 is equals to 9 by 7. R equals to 19 minus 14. R is equals to 5. In this problem, we are using two formulas, that is n plus 1 into npn is equals to n plus 1 pn, and the second formula is n P R plus 1 is equals to N minus R into N P R. These are the two formulas which we are going to use to find N and R value. These are some practice problems which makes you perfect in finding R and N values. The solutions for these problems are going to be provided at the end of this chapter. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel.